What's going on? I know I did a live stream yesterday. The live stream yesterday, I didn't intend to do one today, but I happen to have to do one today because as soon as I thought I was caught up on everything, it turns out I wasn't, because today they dropped some more news and I decided it is important for me to try to communicate that news to people that play Wizard101, because I know I would like to know about the news, and so I thought I'll help spread it out to you. So that's my goal for today. So today is pretty eventful. So I'm in test room right now. Like I said yesterday, if you haven't seen yesterday's live stream, go ahead and check it out if you want to. Basically, I just talked about how I like the faces and the new spells and what's going on. I tested out the new spells in my last live stream. They was cool. They were cool animations. And so yeah, so we got some more news on the new spells and what's going to happen with them and a few changes that they made. Now, before I even go into looking at the spells, shout out to the Final Bastion. On Twitter, he pointed out and he gave a link to the website that helps people understand it, like me. You know, it helps me understand it better and clearly. I put the link down in the description if you want to check it out. The website itself, it's a very clean website. Shout out to him. He's helping out the community a lot. And so, yeah, so I know they changed some things now. Like now they changed this. This has more damage. I'm gonna show y'all on the website what I see on the website, so you can see before and after. So this got increased. Notice that. FA got changed a bit, got more damage. Raging Bull, I think they added a little bit more damage, but they did make it -40, which I appreciate a lot. In my last live stream, I talked about them having, I suggest that they bring it higher, because -30 was like nothing. And Scorching Scimitar, that went down. So it is what it is basically, but you know, we're gonna check out a whole bunch of the spells. I think these are the same still, the ones they just added. I don't think they touched on those. These look the same all around. Yep, they just look the same. But they changed a lot of spells, not even just shadow spells. They changed a lot of spells in general, which is very interesting. So we about to look into those, get into those things, see what they about. Now I have a Storm that I'm about to go on to, so I can see the Storm character, because he's maxed out, so he got all the spells basically that he needs. So we about to check that out real quick. So for Storm, they changed a couple things. This is super noticeable. This too. And I think this has changed. Can't really be sure. But I know this got changed a lot, because it used to be like 2 positive, like 2 charms or 2 blades. And then it does less damage now. And it don't give the mantle anymore, which is this I believe changed. Storm Out, that changed. I didn't want them to touch Storm Out, but they did anyway. I really didn't want them to. Glow Bug, that got, I think, a little bit more damage now, so they brought that up. I think this got changed, maybe this as well. But before I get into all that, I'm gonna take y'all to the website and basically talk through what every single spell, because I don't have all the characters, like I don't have a max ice and all that junk, so it's better if I just show you on the website, and he got it like before and after effects, so it shows what was what. So I'm about to get into that and show you all that real quick. So we're gonna talk about that today. Didn't really plan on doing this kind of live stream today. This wasn't the plan. But as soon as I got done with that one, next day I wake up, see on Instagram, not Instagram, Twitter. Actually, my Twitter's link in the description as well, that they have other things there. New spell changes. So I'll take you out there real quick. Okay, so here we actually got the Wizard101 spell changes summer 2020 test room, and this is from the Final Bastion. Shout out to him again. I put the website down in the description below. He's on Twitter, and so basically he just talks about what the changes are, and these are what they are right here. So Hydra's first thing he got is the Balance School spell changes. So Hydra, it was 190 for Fire, Ice, and Storm. It got changed to 230 for Fire, Ice, Storm. More damage. Charisma, that's how you say it. It was 340 before for Myth, Life, and Death. Basically, just got 5 more, you know, which is cool. Gaze of Fate, that one has been battled a few times. You see it's like 3 cards here other than the 2. It's 3 now. So Gaze of Fate, it was 550 for all of them around. What's up, Muhammad, man? How you doing today? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? So like Gaze of Fate, it was like this in its original state. Now Gaze of Fate got, well, then it got transferred to being 250. I heard a lot of people wasn't happy with the 250, so they transferred it again to make it like an even balance between, no pun intended. So it could be 325, 345, which is good. That's good. I'm just chilling, man. I'm just be chilling mainly. Appreciate you coming out here, bro. Just been chilling out, trying to spread the news of the community. So Nested Fury, that's next. I actually didn't know that was the name of the spell. I just knew it was just this. I didn't know the actual name. So basically before it was 818 866 Fire, Ice, and Storm to an enemy, and then it was like, well, I think it meant all, but it didn't say all. Now it says all. So now it's 805 Ice, 970 Fire, or 1050. So basically they just made it more like, well, more powerful in a way. They made the Fire and Ice more powerful and lowered the Ice a bit, which is cool. Sandworm, it was 1020 damage divided by the enemy. Now it got really reduced to 768, which is a lot. That's a lot to be taken away. It really is. Scarecrow, 400 to all enemies, and swap half the life. That was before. Now it's 590 in half. So basically, I like that one because I actually used Scarecrow, and it was weak. It was a weak spell personally. I think it was a super weak spell. And now I'm gonna try it out on my Death Wizard. If I actually go towards and finish my Death Wizard, I have it, and he's like a level 48 or 49. I just got the spell basically. So basically, I'm gonna see what this does now when it goes to live room. I might even test it out in test room. I don't know, but it'll better be doing it in live room so I can just keep progressing. But the point is, it got more damage, and I really like that. I really appreciate that. Cause it was super weak before. Like when I got the spell and used it in Grizzleheim, it didn't even kill them. You know, I appreciate that they actually upped it, which is really good. Quizma's Curse, she got really reduced as well. She got subtracted, I guess, 252. That's a lot, dude. That's a lot. That really is. Alright, so the death spell, Karulu, that's how you say it. 830 to all enemies. Swap. Okay, so then that's how it was. Then it was the 585. Then, because people thought it was too low, I guess, and then they upped it to 675, which is okay, which is cool. Winged Sorrow, It was 850 to 1030. Damage then gave negative 30, which is okay, which is cool. I never used the spell personally, but I guess I don't know. I guess Death Wizard was happy with it. A couple times people used it in PvP. I didn't happen to run a lot of Death Wizards that actually used it a lot. Then it got buffed to 940 to 1120. So people got mad. I guess the other schools got mad because it got buffed. So then he had to reduce it to 800 to 980. Now, I'm a fire main basically, so I like the fire school a whole lot. So the fire dragon, it was 440, now it's 335. Hold up, let me move. So it won't say AFK. Jeez, I don't. All right, there we go. So basically, it got up to 635. Well, it does 600, then it does 375, 3 rounds. So basically, it just got buffed, which is cool. That's awesome. Scorching Scimitar. Got taken away a lot, but down here it doesn't. It's not taken as much as the others. It's still like 200 or something, but it's not as much taken away. That number just looks weird, dude. And the fact, I think it's such a big problem is because it's divided, and the more you divide, the less it is. So that's where the problems kick in at. Like, you reduce it, and they can't really. It's more of a risk trying to divide it. Now, fire from above, it was this at first, super powerful. Then it got reduced, which is like, okay. Then it got brought up to 960 to 1080. So they basically just balanced it out real quick. They still kept the traps, which they shouldn't touch the traps. That's cool. Raging Bull. It was this at first. I didn't know it was that low. But it was this much at first. Then they brought up to they brought it down to 700 to 820 and negative. They gave a negative 30 mantle. And then, since people wasn't happy with the damage, I wasn't personally happy with it. I thought it was too low. So they brought it up to 705 to 825. And it gave a negative 40, which I really agree with. My live stream yesterday, I really talked about how the negative 30 was just nothing. Like, you got rid of all the damage, but you didn't compensate for the damage. All you did was just take it away and just, like, get 5%, which was really crazy. But now, I'm okay with this damage because it gives a negative 40, and a negative 40 is a really, I think, a really good payoff for the damages. It is really good. I appreciate that. Now, Frost Giant, I didn't know it was this weak of a spell, but it was 475. Now it's 460, so it got reduced even more, and it still stuns for a round. They kept that. Snowball Barrage, it was 85 damage per pip to enemies. Now it's 75, so got taken away. I know this is the moon spell. Climacism? I don't know how to say it. Jeez. 984, how it was before it was divided. Now 732, which is reduced a lot, which is 252. It's like all the schools are getting reduced to that much except for fire. Fire, I've seen so far, has not been touched to that degree. Fire school has only been taken down to like 216. What's up, Fort, man? You cool, man? Glad you made it here. We just talking about, I'm reviewing the new spells and what's up with them and my opinions on them. I know I did that yesterday, but they came out today saying another more changes, which I should have held off another day, so I just had it in one good video. But it's cool. Still gonna come out here with this video. Wasn't planning on doing it. I was gonna do my series today, but I figured this is more important. I want to spread the news to y'all, so I'm gonna hand y'all this kind of video instead. Abominable Weaver, people been fighting about that for a long time. Not gonna lie, this spell was annoying, so it got reduced to here. A lot of damage got taken away. A lot of damage. And they get 50 shield. So I guess the Ice Wizard, well, I guess, yeah, the Ice Wizard got mad. So what they did was, if you notice, they upped the damage and they kept the shield, but they also took away some accuracy as well, which is good. Like that's a good balance, I feel like. That's a good balance. Forest Lord. It was 8 pips, but now it's 7, which is okay, which is cool. Fort said, yeah, a lot of stuff has changed. A whole lot, man. A whole lot has changed. Really. It is crazy. A whole lot of stuff has changed, bro. A whole lot of change, man. Like, I don't know. At least it's still like test round. So we still gonna see like what's up with it in general. But later on, hopefully we can see like what's the final verdict of things. Which is good that they're doing all this testing before they actually put it out there. Rebirth has gotten... Okay, so basically they just increased it to 8 pips. Which is like, okay. Like, I don't know. I can't really complain about it because I don't have a life wizard. So I can't really complain about it. I don't know how life wizards will feel about that personally. I don't know how they would feel. As me, I don't really see the problem with it. It just, well, all I see it as being a problem is that they're going to have to give up 1 more pip. Since I don't have a life, I can't personally like tell y'all what's the issue with that because I don't personally have a life wizard. And so I just can't really be telling y'all what that is. So basically they just swapped out these. So it used to be 7, that used to be 8. So basically they just swapped them around, which is cool. So basically Lamasu, that's how you say it. It was 984 damage. Then it got really reduced to 732. That also got taken down 252 damage. And these, like, fire has been the only one that hasn't been touched. And I don't know why. I'm not mad at it because I'm a fire wizard myself personally. Fire wizard have not been brought down to 252. They only been brought down to 216, which I noticed. So next is Hungry Caterpillar, 950 to 1,100, and gives 800 absorb to self. Then they change it to 590 to 710 damage, and it's still the shield. But then they changed it 1 more time to 790 to 910 with an 800 shield. I noticed, like, I think people are going to be happy with these kind of spells because they really just balance it and put it in the middle. Like, that is what it, like, they just really just balance it out for people. It's literally like, it's not too high, it's not too low. Like, it's literally in the middle. Could it be too high? Sometimes it will just be too low damage. So now they just really trying to measure out what the middle center would be. For say, yeah, now the spells are actually useful for PvE. Yeah, and not as like overpowering. Fort said compared to the previous adjustments. Yeah, like, I'm glad that they still trying to test out the waters to see how people are. Again, shout out to Final Bastion for having this website. I put it down in the description just in case y'all want to check it out yourselves personally. If I'm going too fast, or y'all just want to see something, or you want to go faster than me. But yeah, so Wings of Fate, it was 525. Dre, what's up, man? How you doing today, man? What's up, though? Talking about these spells, man. Yo, we went over fire, we went over ice, we went over balance, life. Well, we still on life now. We went over death. Wings of Fate, basically it was 525, and then it heals. Right? Well, no, damage. It does damage. Now it does 50 to 400. Then it goes to 50 to 400 healing. So basically, The damage that was dealt was 50 plus 400 over 3 turns as opposed to 525. So basically it got like a bit reduced. So yeah, chillin', man. Just testing out 2K20. That's what's up. I could never really get personally into basketball games. I was never good at the sport itself. Never. Earthquake was 310 and remove all traps. Now it's 370 and remove all traps. They said they added the Wizard101 spell on Avalon now in test room. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go check that out. I'm crapping out. Bet, cause I'm still logged into the test room. I just want to get this out the way first, cause I want to review all the spells before. But we gonna see them spells out, bro. That's a fact. We got them spells. We gonna go see them and we gonna go test them out. They got okay. So basically, we gotta deal with them having more damage and getting rid of our blades. I guess I'll see how good that is since I have a Myth Wizard now. Force said, yeah, but it's the sad thing. They require 25 amber. Wow, for real? Dang. Hold on, I have to see if I get the spell. Orthoris. 50 damage at first and 700. Now it is 700. Wait, 700 to all. Oh, that's what it is. Dre said, you know where you can get Deer Knight? That's where the spell at. Oh, so Deer Knight not in Grizzlehunt though. Isn't Deer Knight where is Deer Knight? I forgot. I know it drops from the Lore Master, but it's not there, right? It's somewhere else. Oh, okay, there. Okay, cool. Oh, I was thinking oh, you said the Grizzleheim spell in Avalon. I was thinking of it in Grizzleheim. Jesus. Alright. We're gonna go check them spells though, see if I craft them. So Orthoris, that's a huge change. Now this is really difficult because now what people used to do with this, I think, or at least I would have done, is they use this spell if a person got like 1 shield on, because this is a 2-hit spell. It does 1 little bit of damage, didn't do a big hit, so it gets rid of the shield, then it does it. Orthoris now just hits everybody with 700 flat, and it will still take the shield. So like, that's crazy. Okay, then Avalon. Fort says, as a Mythman, I love the changes to Orthoris. That's cool. I thought a lot of people wouldn't, but like, that's cool. Like, I have a Myth now. He's not up there yet, but I'm gonna see what that spell does. But on this spell, it'll hit all now. Yup, it's a hit all, and it doesn't do it twice. It's like a 1-hit thing. That's gonna be interesting to see. That's gonna be that was a cool spell, so I like that spell personally. Like, I love the animation of it. Mystic Colossus, it was 800 to all and removed all shields. Dre said that's crazy. I never see so that before. Yep. I have the website actually down in the description if y'all want to check it out yourselves. Just in case I'm going too fast, so y'all will just see some things on the website. It's from the Final Bastion. Follow him on Twitter as well. What's up, Paul? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Fort said, yeah, the double hit will be missed, but Mystic kind of fulfills that role. Mystic did 880 to all and removed all shields. Then it does remove 1 and do 450, so it got reduced a lot. Now it removes 1 shield, and now it just does 650. That's good, man. Glad you're doing good, Paul, man. Dre said, imagine how high it hit though. Yo, like, what I'm glad they're doing now is that now they're balancing it out. You see, the first time it'll like be super high. Now they did it very low. Then another time now in the present, they like bounce it out in the middle. Paul said at least now Myth has AoE other than Frog. Well, yeah, cause yeah, I don't think y'all had any other AoE, right? I don't believe so, unless that monster thing or whatever, the green monster thing, that animal, whatever. Dre said when critical with 3 blades plus R plus enchant. I think people still gonna be able to do damage with these. I just hope this animation is different. Personally, the Mystic Colossus, cause that was a long spell and took a long time to do. So I hope it just I hope they change the animation as well, cause the spell just too long to do personally. Which is House Call. So that was 992. This was a very powerful spell, and then it did 1132. And it's some of the minions. So basically, it just got reduced. Well, no, actually, it got buffed. Oof. To 1,035 to 1,175. So it just got buffed up 43 damage. Ooh. That's going to be more of a problem, yo. Snake Charmer. I actually didn't know half these spells' names. So now I'm learning the spells' names. So, I'm learning, what these are now, which is cool. So it was 1,056 divided, and now it's 840. So what they're doing now with all these dividing spells is that now they're lowering all of them. They're not just lowering one. Like this is lowered, Glow Bug is lowered, Scorching Scimitar is lowered. Like all these dividing spells are being lowered now. Like all of them, and I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Could they get reduced a lot? And this is the only spell that only got really reduced to 216. All the rest of the schools, other than Fire, which I noticed, they all got subtracted 252 points, or damage-wise. They all got divided out. So Fire and Myth, they're just keeping a little bit more for them for some reason. I'm not sure, but I personally think it's a lot of damage getting taken away. Cause if you're thinking about it, and you divide it on multiple enemies, that's a lot less damage than you're actually doing. So the fact that they're taking more out is not going to really be a powerful spell. It's really not. And and the fact that the Shadow Pips changed is going to be kind of an issue, but it is only 4 pips. So I guess if you like the spell, you like the spell, but I personally think that it's going to be a bit of a challenge using them and really trying to get a benefit out of them. Now we on to the Storm. I have a Storm Wizard max. My second max wizard is a Storm Wizard, and I love Storm. Storm's a nice, powerful school. It's fun to play with. It's awesome personally. I really enjoy the school personally. And if you have a Storm Wizard, you know how powerful it is. You are literally like the hitter in most groups. In most groups, you just wipe out the battlefield, which is really cool. And I really enjoy Storm, but my main school I really enjoy is Fire. That's just me personally. But Leviathan was 1,030 damage and removed 2 positive charms. Now it removes now it only has 975 damage and removes 1 positive blade. So they took away damage and now they only getting rid of 1 blade, which is okay. Which I think that's crazy. I don't think Leviathan was really that used though in PvP, because I fought a bit of Storms and they didn't really use Leviathan, but that was at the hype time to where the Shadow spell just did all the work really. So this got reduced. That's going to be a challenge to really use in PvE. I don't know. It's not really taking away a lot. It looks like it's a lot because of the number difference, but it's only like -55. But it only removes 1. So now Siren's Song is super noticeable. If you know the Siren Song, you know it's crazy. Fort said, now Catch of the Day replaces Leviathan even more. Yo, I seen Siren Song, Sirens, and it's crazy. Wasn't it called Siren Song before? Or was this called Sirens? I don't know. But Siren is 880 damage. It was before. And then it got rid of 2 charms, and then it gave a -50. Now it's reduced to only doing 730 and removing only 1 blade on enemies. So you lose a lot for 9 pips, dude. I don't even think this is really worth it that much, to be honest with you. It's really not making the 9 pips worth it, if I'm being 100. You feel me? Because first of all, it used to get rid of 2. Now it's only getting rid of 1. Not only you just getting rid of 1 blade, but you don't even get them a -50. You don't even get them a -50. I can see them taking away the damage and probably give a -25. But you just got rid of everything, dude, to be honest. Paul said you haven't seen Fire Dragon spell buff. Yep, I did. Early in the live stream, I talked about how which I'm a fire main anyway. So I'm just happy about that in general. It was 440 to 351. Now it got boosted up to 600 to 375, which is cool. I like it personally. I'm a fire person, so hey. But this is crazy right here. This is even noticeable. Like, you look at the spell and you be like, that's not the same spell. Like, you know, that's crazy. You know, and I just want to say thank you all for joining the stream right now. It's really appreciated. Let me know if you want to see me doing these kind of things more often, though, because I enjoy spreading news out like this. Paul said the dragon spell now does more damage than Stormlord. Yo, I'm in the storm section. I'm about to actually check that out, though. You gonna check that out? Yo, Ice Giant got nerfed. Yo, okay, so we was at Siren. Now we at Storm Owl. Now Storm Owl, I didn't want them to touch Storm Owl at all. I really didn't want to. I really didn't want them to. I really didn't. Cause yo, it felt so worth it. Like when you summon that Storm Owl, you feel so powerful when you summon that spell, dude. Like every time I summon that spell, that 10 pip spell, them 10 pips, it was worth every pip every time I spent them, bro, to summon Storm Owl. It was worth it. Fort said, yeah, 975 total is kind of insane for 7 pips. For real, though. Paul says, Storm Owl rip, bruh. Storm Owl, I really didn't even want them to do that. I honestly didn't. Because I loved it like this, and I said it in my live stream yesterday. I said, please don't touch Storm Owl. Just don't touch it. It's cool. It's fine. Next day, they touch it, and then they put it out to going down to 1,350 to 1,450. So basically, we lose out on 175. Appreciate it, Dre, man. Iron Sultan. Now, this got reduced as well. It was 1,152, and then it got reduced to 948. So this is actually kind of weird. So it didn't get reduced that much as the others, I believe, because it's only losing 204. But unless this number was lower anyway than the rest of them. So it's they just really lowering all those spells, which is, I think, is kind of crazy. Because for one, people gotta think already what they're gonna do with them spells in general at all. Because you gotta divide them, and when you divide them, you're already lowering the spell itself. So now you're lowering it more than what it is. So people gonna have to really strategize that out. They're gonna really need blades. They're gonna need a whole bunch of stuff. They probably gonna even have to hope that they critical as well. Glowbug, the most noticeable one out of them all, maybe. I know it's noticeable to me. Now, Glowbug was 1,120 to all, and remove all positive blades. Yeah. So now, then it was transferred to 730 to all, and removed one positive blade, which is oof. Now it don't remove no blades, but they up the damage to 940. I'm kind of mixed on this one. They up the damage, but because I'm trying to think about it. Storms is their stats and all alone themselves. Storm spells are supposed to be super strong. Yep, Paul, you're right. Paul said Glowbug is now for PvE. Yeah, like I didn't even see it really even being used in PvP unless it was like a 2v2, 3v3, or like even a 4v4. In the 4v4, I expect to see a Storm Wizard use Glowbug. I expected it because it's an easy clean. Force said Storm is losing a lot of utility in this update. It's getting crazy out here, dude. And they don't even get rid of the blades. Rusalka's Wrath. Rusalka's Wrath was 1,445, and it either gave a positive blade or a negative blade. And then it got reduced to 1,165. Then it got either gave you a positive or negative blade. Yeah. Then it got upped a bit. It got upped to 1,350, and the same thing with the blades. So they were trying to pick a middle area to where to pick this one at, which is cool. I'm okay with this personally. I'll be alright with it. Now the shadow spells. We need to look at this real quick. It was 945, now it's 730. I thought this was actually a really powerful spell, Paul said, but I guess it made up for the high damage. Like, Storm Wizard should have, like, my Storm Wizard had 144 damage. He has that kind of damage. And my Storm had like 169. But Storm spells are supposed to be like super powerful spells anyway. That's what they're known for. They're known for being the powerhouse. They're known for being the big hitters. You feel me? So Dark Fiend, I'm actually not mad at it being reduced. I'm not, because that happened. Like, I used to have to deal with that in PvP, and it wasn't really, you know, it'll do a crazy amount. It was psycho, and it would also like give a blade and to itself and all this extra junk. And I think even a pierce. So like that just was crazy. So it got reduced to 215, which I don't really see a lot of people using this spell anyway, because that's 2 shadow pips, and I rarely think people really gonna use them now, because the pip chance got changed so much. Ford said, I never seen the Dark Fiend animation in my life. Like, basically just, I'm pretty sure I've seen it. Like, it's so many different ones, dude. I know I've seen Dark Nova as well. I've seen both of these. And like, it just, it was a super powerful spell. And like, you had to really make sure, like, and it was crazy because maybe just me, or like, they'll hit early sometimes and sometimes they won't hit early. It is crazy. Or at least to me personally, I just lose track of the rounds. Now this got reduced so much. Dark Nova was 1,600, which was a super big problem. Now it's 975, and I'm okay with that. I'm completely fine with that. Me personally, I never really used the spell, and I know when the spell was used against me, it did mass. It did a lot. It was unnecessary for how much it did, especially giving the blade to itself and like a pierce to itself, a pierce charm as well. So it did all that to itself, then did like 1,600 damage. That was a ton. So they reduced it a lot. They subtracted 625 damage, which is cool. Okay, Dark Shepherd, it was 750 after 2 rounds. Take the health, and then it was 600. Now it's just 650, so it got reduced to 100. And that was everything, guys. That was all the spells. I'm about to actually go into Wiz and go into Avalon to go check out that spell. That's what I'm about to actually do real quick. That's what I'm about to do. So that's what we're gonna do, folks. But yo, those are a lot of changes. Hopefully everything gets situated out with that. But they still got test runs, so they still, maybe, hopefully this video, this live stream, whatever, maybe they'll see it and like see what people think about it. And I know the community's speaking up as well. I'm just gonna go to my house. It's faster to get to the teleporter that way. If my house is even ready, my house is not even ready and then load in. It's almost there. There we go. But what do y'all think about the spells? Let me know right now in the chat what y'all think about the spells. What do you all think? It's crazy. It's getting crazy out here. Now he's in Dune Forest, I think. Right here now. Not the wild. I think. Oh, hold up. Dendara. Alright. Let's hope we don't get actually pulled into the fight. Just in case I do, I'm put on this. I might not even need this deck, to be honest. I probably just need to put on my farm deck. But just to be careful. Avoid, avoid, avoid. Yes, sir. Alright, nice. Check the map. Oh, wait, wrong way. Fort said, I feel like KI didn't do that bad for this update. They didn't really make any schools irrelevant or OP. but they buffed the weaker schools a good bit. Yeah. And you could tell what schools was having problems. He's here, right? Is this the area where he at? Or am I at the wrong place? I thought it was at this forest. I'm trying to think, because I did buy spells from the dude recently. Maybe I'm in the wrong joint. No, that's definitely not the right place. I like the fact that KI buff balance and myth. Yeah, and I have a balance right now, so I'm about to really see what that's about. I mean, Paul said I like the fact that KI buff balance and myth. Yep. And then Fort said, yeah, myth is probably gonna be just like as good as fire, and it's not. Hey, it's possible, dude. Again, if y'all actually want to see me do this kind of news and updates and stuff like this, let me know by liking and subscribing and turn on notification bells. That actually lets me know, and I'm right next to it. Isn't that a thing? So it actually lets me know y'all actually want to see these kind of videos, because I actually enjoy giving out the news like this. I don't know, it's weird. I know the reason I do this is because I know I would personally want to see this. And let's see if we can avoid this dude. Maybe we can. Hold up. Now I think he gives the spell. I'm not sure. Do we? Right? There's a lot of spells over here. I think he gives the spell. Oh, no, wait, hold up. What? For I enjoy the new vids. But KI only updates every few months. Hey, 80s. I don't think they over here. I'm trying to think who else gives spells. Don't they do y'all know where? Didn't they say there was new spells? I think Dre said it was new spells. It's not over here. Do y'all know where the new spells is? Or new spells are? Grammatically correct. Cause I don't think it's there. Like those spells been there. Like I remember those spells. First, I think you missed them. They're all there. Huh? That's what I think. The rest spin. Oh, those. Oh, wait. Haven't they already been there though? Or like those spells has already been like I mean already in the universe rather. Like you feel me? Have they already like been known? Like not like new spells like how new joints were dropped? Like the fire spell and the death spell in them? Ford said, nah, they're only from Grizzlehound Lorne Pack. Oh, so now people can actually get them. That's really cool. And the only really fire, there's only like one fire one is this one. And it's taking me such a hard time to get. It's really a struggle. It's really just a grind trying to get that spell. Lore Master. Fort said, oh yeah, I know what you mean. They were in the game, but not so you can crafting. Bro, the hammer spell. Oh, the hammer spell. Yep. Hammer Thor. Oh, I need to get that. Yeah. 200. Well, I think I can just buy that. Scrap iron. Okay. And they just added it. Nice. Like I can't craft. They not crafting. Like I can't even make these now. I don't even got the stuff. But it's cool. It's cool that they about to add them though. Force said a thing is a new spell the same pain to craft. Yeah, like what? Like this is kind of crazy. Like. And I think you can only get this from the packs, which is through microtransactions and buying it, with spending actual money, and you still might not even get the spell because I actually bought like a few packs and excuse me, and I actually didn't get the spell. The only one I got is from the Lore Master herself. But I did get like one from this one, but I think I deleted it. It was before I got my myth and all that. So it's really hard to get these spells actually, and I really wanted this one for PvP because it would have been a good like bubble change, like do damage and do a nice bubble, which do really good. It is 5 pips though, but hey. So it's cool that they adding all these though. That's nice. She won't even drop the spells, bruh. So that's annoying. I hope they spread them out to different people. Life Myth Storm. These spells, dude. It's changing around here. Before it said, hey, I got a few. It's easy to live room. Oh no, man. Keep your spells, man. I don't want to take them away from you like that, man. I don't want to take them away from y'all like that. I don't want to do that to y'all. Yo, you know what's crazy? Like, the Wizard101 community is so strong that we can actually tell them feedback and all that junk, and they'll actually like do it a bit. That's cool. First, I don't got a fire whiz anyways, man. Okay, man. Like, I'm on test room. I'll be on live room soon when I actually do like my series or when I do my PvP thing again. I really want to continue the series, but I actually meant to do it today, but I didn't because I was like, oh. When I was out earlier, I think I saw it on my phone. I was like, yo, as soon as I get home, I gotta check this out. Gotta make a live stream about it. And so that's what I had to do. Priorities. I had to do this before the series because I think it's important to get this news out, alert people what's going on. You know, since like, because some people can't see it or like don't know about it. So I wanted to help spread awareness. Because that would I want to know what's going on in the community and what changes. Because I wouldn't want to be on Wiz then, you know, the next day I get online. Like, what you mean it's only does 900? You used to do 1200. And then like you cast a spell or whatever, you'd be like, oh, this junk weak sauce. So I just wanted to tell y'all, like, I just wanted y'all to be aware. They didn't touch anything else. They keep this. Yeah. I'm really glad that they changed Raging Bull to -40. I'm actually not mad about the spell now. I will be okay if they just kept it. If they just kept it like this, I'll be fine. Don't get me wrong. It is like, they actually added like, I think 5 more damage. Which is kind of not a lot, but hey, they give you a -40. Before they just kept it at -30, and then originally it was 25. Then they put a -30, which I hated. Now it's a -40, which is really good. And it's funny because I said that the day before this came out. So it was like, oh, that's cool. I actually thought like 35 to 40 would be good. Because, yo, if you want to get rid of all that damage, you got to substitute it. You have to. You just have to. Paul said crafting for spell is difficult unless you buy crowns. It is. Because, yo, Lore Master barely drops it for #1. So I hope as well in the update that they spread out to different bosses or make her drop rate higher, because it's honestly way too hard. And then they want you to get like 10 of the spell instead of like treasure card form if you can't even get the regular spell. And then like it's just crazy, dude. Force it true, but Amber is hard either way. Amber's hard to get as well. A lot of them. So like when I'm doing this myth walkthrough, I'm gonna have to pick up every reagent I see. So just in case later on I need to craft something, I'll have the reagents. I'll have them. I'll have the spells. Yeah. I don't know. This is kind of weird. Like, the topic of this one, like, these spells, I don't know. They're kind of different. Like, they don't have no kind of theme, really. If that makes sense. They're kind of different in a way. The themes don't really match. At least the fire one don't. The fire one doesn't have really a specific theme. Do it? Because really just a bolt comes out the water. Right? Unless that's supposed to be like Celestia theme. But I don't really see it being Celestia theme. Is it? Or is it meant to be? I don't see that at all. I don't see that being Celestia theme, bro. 0%. 5 pips. I could probably cast it as soon as I get into battle. I feel you. Force said I feel you. I don't know where they got inspiration. Exactly, like like yo, like I don't even, it's kind of a cool spell. Is it my favorite? No. Not close. But I guess it's cool, it's different, but like it's kind of random. The rest of them seem to have come from Celestia, but the fire one, they just like, oh, we're just gonna put a boat in the water. Enchant this, and now it's 800. I bet I can get it close to like 1,000 if I like up the spell elements and then enchant it all the way through. But we just gonna look at the animation again. Crit. I don't know. That's like just weird. Like, where's the inspiration from? 1,400. Wow. Well, I doubt. Like, depending on when they hand out that spell to people, I doubt it's gonna be that strong. And like, if you get at somebody Celestia, it is not gonna do that much damage. It's just not. Because the person Celestia will not have like 169 damage. We said first time seeing that animation, it looks sick. It's a cool animation. I just wonder where he got the inspiration from. Everline said this new update is so annoying. Why is it annoying to you, Everline? What happened? Well, what you mad about? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what you mad about in the update. Let me know. Yo. Like, I like this one. I like this one specifically because they got the Pirate 101 music in the background, and I really liked Pirate 101. And I was mad when they said they're not going to continue it. And I was like, ooh, really? Which I get. Wizard101's their bread and butter. Paul said, do you solo when you PvP? Well, sometimes, yeah. Like, most of the time, I'll just like, hey, I handle this myself. Unless, like, I get to an area that's too difficult or, like, I feel like I want some help with it, then, yeah, I'll sign up for it. But, like, if I'm just questing, I'll probably just do it by myself. And sometimes, like, while I'm questing, I'll run across people on the same mission. So I will be like, and sometimes I'll be intended, like, have you ever played Wiz? And then, like, you just questing, you're on your own move. Then, like, you go up to a sigil, and then, like, you go into it, and then somebody else follows you, and y'all just do that quest. Then y'all do another quest again, another quest, another quest, another quest. And y'all like barely even talk to each other, but y'all just know y'all need to do it. And sometimes y'all wait for each other. Like, that non-communication. You feel me? Like, that happened to me a few times. I'm gonna try this. No, actually, let's see if we can get another one. There's actually only 4 pips. I want to see, because last time I tested this spell out, I actually buffed it. So this is what it looks like. Everline said, because this whole bull crap, it started from the PvP community complaining about the spell. So you was happy with the spell before, but then the PvP community, yeah. Which is, I can see why you're mad about it. I honestly see why. Because it is, like, out the blue. It's crazy. Again, thank you all for coming out here today. Appreciate all the love and support. Appreciate it all for real. Test out the spell. See if I get actually, like, Myth for life. I like this animation. Nice. Okay, that's cool. Forrest said, nah, man, the PvP community only complained about Weaver, E3, and FA. Forrest said, but I understand how the initial nerfs could have been frustrating. Everyone said, yeah, this is giving me another reason to hate PvP. Yo, I used to not do PvP at all. I used to do 0 PvP battles, bro. At all. Until it started blowing up and, like, no new content really came out except for the catacombs. So after I did catacombs, I was like, let me see what PvP about. And it can get toxic really quick. I learned that. It's crazy. It is wild. But yeah, like, the reason they did all these changes is because of the PvP community. and I can see why, because I complained about the spells as well. So it's like, so these what it look like with a champ. 600, 640, that's 300. Yeah. Like they really did change all these spells. Your choice, man. Bob would get PvP shot. Like, yeah, I do it now. Like, I do PvP. I do a lot of PvP. Like, a lot of my live streams have been PvP based. So I'm starting to learn the PvP, and I could tell what spells is being abused badly and what was just chilling. You feel me? I love that spell just because of the Power 101 music right in the beginning. That's the only reason like I really love the spell. That's why I was up there. Yeah, I got Power 101 flashbacks every time I heard that spell, bro. Yo, I want so many callbacks to Power 101 in this game. It's crazy. Like I know they added soundtracks to Power 101. That was cool. I guess I'll freak out. Why can't they do it to where the side worlds would be the worlds off Power 101? I'll appreciate that person. Like, you don't even like their side worlds, so you don't have to do them, really, if that makes sense. But you just do them for the extra XP if you want to. Like, I guess Wisteria, a lot of people didn't do Wisteria, and I don't think it was needed. So you could just go on to the next world. Because I think they gave you Wisteria and they gave you Celestia at the same time, or Dragonspire at the same time. So, like, you could do it if you want to, but it wasn't needed. Where's the KI animated team deserve props? They do. They really do. They put in a lot of hard work and time, and you can tell what they do with the spells. And like, I love, like, some of the spells are like incredible to look at. Like, my favorite is Raging Bull. Glow bugs, you look nice. A lot of spells, especially high up spells, look really good. Like, I'm trying to think of a low end spell that was early that looked good. Hold on, let me look through my list. What spell before looked good? That was really early. I like Phoenix. Phoenix is one of my favorite. I just love the Phoenix spell. Sunbird, amazing. Rain of Fire, that's a cool looking spell. I just barely use it. It's like it. We got that ice spell. Test this out real quick. Well, I don't even need. This is a healing spell. So let me add a fire cap. The Storm Scion spell legit makes it PC crash. Yo, I was so mad at the Storm Scion. Paul said, "Are you going to continue Myth Walkthrough Part 3?" Yep, I'm going to. Hopefully, that's my next live stream. If they don't let out any more news, I can actually get it through and do it, dude. Like, I really want to continue the series. I enjoy the series, and I hope y'all that's watching the stream will come out and join with me on the series. We have a whole bunch of fun. It'd be a live stream so we can communicate live while I do it, and it's an all-around good time, dude. It really is. We're gonna try this ice spell out one more time. We just going through the spells. Just enchant this, why not? Paul said, "When did your live stream start?" I kind of want to put a time, but I have things going on. Like, I can't really set a time right now. Most times, there'll be between 8. I'll start on between 8 and 9. That'll be most. Most times, I will do that. So the best option to really do, since I can't really have a set time right now, the best thing for you to do is just tap the notification bell. When you subscribe, just tap the notification bell, and that'll let you know as soon as I do live streams. Also, on Twitter, I tell out when I'm doing live streams. So those are the best ways to really know. Dang, he got rid of one of my shields. That's why I only did 200. Yo, and it only does that flat. Dang. So I wonder when it goes to live room, will your incoming count? Cause that legit just did 200 flat. It didn't no more. I hope so. Ooh. Cause my incoming didn't even like count. I legit just took 2 shields and just did that 200. So maybe in live round when it goes, it will actually do more. What spell actually got reduced? Oh yeah, Abominable Weaver. If y'all came here late, and I was going over the ice spells, if you notice, Abominable Weaver is actually at 65% instead of like, no, it's at 70%. Cause aren't there spells like, no, or is it 75? Jeez. Matter of fact, hold up, I'm gonna check it out real quick. Cause I know. Cause I was like, oh, that's crazy. So basically, Abominable Weaver was at 80%. Now it's at 75%. Yep, you're right. Yep, it's at 75% now. They upped the damage and junk like that, and still had the same 50 shield, but they changed